Okay, I'm back. I'm glad that you all were enjoying the lovely sounds of these warm bases. I've cranked my AC up. I have peach cobbler and ice cream. We're gonna have a good rest of the stream. Now, what the hell were we doing last time? Aside from this, I don't remember. There seems to be a cave over here that we can go to, so let's mark that and see if we can't get over there. There also seems to be tons of stuff up here to explore, so we'll do that as well. Hey Bob, do match replays save automatically? Yes, they do. You can check any of your replays in Street Fighter 6 by just going to the replay function. You can also make it easier for other people if you're trying to save replays by sharing your either the replay ID itself or your ID as a player. Okay, so that over there. Is there a way for me to get over there more quickly than this? Maybe here? Oh, right, there was all that stuff in the distance. Oh, and this thing I never grabbed. Oh. Oh, once again, I was playing some Neo 2 since last time, so I'm gonna get the run button and the jump button confused a lot. Let's see, 10 and 2. Do we want to do 10 and 2? Let's do 8 and 4. 8 and 4 sounds good. So yeah, I'm gonna be trying to run and you're gonna see this instead of this because that's unfortunately just how my brain works. Play one game for too long and I start adjusting to its control scheme. The opposite was happening when I was playing Neo 2. I was trying to dash and roll and dodge with the B button instead of the A button, and it got me killed very many times. I don't know why I just hit that button there, but come here, you little bastard, dung beetle. Ash of War Bloodblade. This Ash of War grants an armament with the blood divinity, blah blah blah. Bloodblade wounds self to coat the armament with blood, then unleash an airborne blood blade that causes hemorrhaging. Can be fired in rapid succession. Usable on small and medium swords. Okay, so it's kind of like the Holy Blade thing I had, except with blood instead. Seems neat. Although it says can be fired in rapid succession, which does that mean you can shoot off multiple like beams back to back? I don't think you could do that with the Holy Blade. Oh, another big golem, dude. Hey guy, time to die. So, last stream, I was a bit down on the game, right? I was I was being pretty negative about things, and I don't want that to seem like I am not having a good time. So I'm gonna try to be a bit less aggro about it this time around. It's just that I have come to a point in the game where I am starting to understand some of the critiques that people have with this game. A big one being just the fact that it's just so large, and very clearly they had to fill in areas with things that are not unique. They had to do what they've always done, which is copy and paste a little bit. They've been doing it since Dark Souls 1, so I don't know if that's a better strategy than cutting content or making the world smaller, but that's the strategy they went with. But it's okay because nothing has been egregious yet. There hasn't been a point when I'm just like, I'm not having fun anymore. I am still having a good time. And I don't see that changing anytime soon. Right, even the worst of times I've had with one of these games, which is Dark Souls 2, I still had a good time throughout the majority of the game. And even, like, even the worst segments of that game weren't enough to make me go, oh, I'm just gonna stop playing. And nothing here has been anywhere near as bad as that. Oh, there's a tunnel there. Well, obviously I have to go back up. But of course, first I also have to check underneath. Because you can't be trusting these elevators anymore. You can't be trusting them. I mean, not that you ever could. But now more than ever. Can't be trusting them. Oh. I was going to say, there's no way that's just what they wanted me to get. No, but no, there's another one to my left that I did not see. Oh, okay, so I didn't go over the plan. I went over the plan in my head while I was getting my food and taking the dog out, but I didn't actually say it on stream. So the plan for the rest of the stream today is my dearest friend Cryo plans on streaming some Expedition 33, and I'm just gonna go until he's streaming so that I can host him when I'm done. Simple enough, right? What? Tell me there's nothing here? They're gonna give me like a secret passage here and then just give me nothing? They're saying if I don't start, yeah, Cryo, if you don't start, I'll just stream forever. If you want me to be stuck here in limbo for the rest of time, I guess that's just how that's gonna go. I didn't think I'd start an always-on stream this early in my career, but if that's what you force me to do. Pop TV when? I guess today, apparently. The real answer to that question is when my internet is good enough that I can multi-stream. Because currently, my download speed is fantastic. I get 500 down, right? I can crush anything that I need to download in a couple of minutes, right? My upload speed is awful. I get like 15 up. It is a crazy, crazy disproportionate, like, plan that I pay for. And that'll be the first thing that I upgrade if I ever start making money or anything off the stream, right? The first thing that I will upgrade is my upload speed. I'll call my ISP and pay for a better plan if I have to, or ask them if I can just pay for better upload and keep my same download. Which they'll tell me no, by the way. They will tell me, eat dirt, pay for 1 gig or whatever. Oh, fucking hell. Gonna have to remember my buttons real quick. What button is heal? It's this. Okay. Why are there 3 of you? I'm going up the ladder. Oh, wrong button for the ladder. That's the DL button. It's triangle and Y, not circle or B. Oh, okay. Great. But yeah, my upload speed, I currently can't even stream at 1080p if I wanted to. That's why it's at 720. But in order to justify like a probably $30 to $50 increase in my monthly bill, right? I would need to actually make money from the stream. Like consistent money from like, you know, regular subs, that sort of thing. Okay, so there's a bunch of dudes down there that I kind of don't want to deal with. So let's go up here and deal with this instead. Bolt Drake Talisman +1. My favorite is when I get a talisman that's just like another talisman. In fact, identical, except slightly better stats, you know? Are these explosive barrels? Can I make that explode? Can I make that explode by missing it with everything? Yes, I can. Okay, cool. You know, on the one character I have that's not through seamless co-op, I have a ton, like an absolute ton of these crystal cluster things. Because on that character, I am doing so much PvP, so much co-op PvE in the first mine area that you get teleported to. People really, really, really need help in that area. Like, it is the area I'm getting summoned to most often. Oh. Camera, please agree with me. Camera, please. Okay, cool. Okay, one of these dudes it's easy to deal with. It's just annoying when there's multiple. You know what the biggest difference between this game and Neo is? Like, functionally, not in terms of, like, gameplay. There's a lot of actual huge differences as far as the gameplay goes. But functionally, the biggest difference between this and Neo is that the camera in Neo doesn't suck. You know? I don't know what it is about these games, but FromSoft has never been able to make a camera that is actually adequate. You know? It's always kind of on the bad end of functional. It's good enough that people don't make a huge fuss out of it, but it's definitely not good. Okay, do I want to go this way? I think I want to go this way. It worked. My plan worked. Okay, sure. What the fuck is hitting me? He's dead. Getting some good somber smithing stones in here. That's nice. Have I done anything cool during this current Elden Ring session so far? No, because this current Elden Ring session only just started. I spent a very long time playing Mario. Oh, and apparently I'm about to fight a boss, so maybe that will be cool. Or maybe not, but you know. Also, hello, Rhett. Hope you're having a wonderful day. Stone Digger Troll. Hello, Mr. Troll. I see that your body is very hard. Not sure how I feel about that, but you know. I'm sure it'll turn out just fine for me. If I just spam jump attacks. Yeah, see, turning out great. I mean, it's not great that your head is blocked, but you are dead anyway, so. Okay, kind of a pushover. But most of the bosses in these cave areas have been, so. That was a normal enemy, but it had a gimmick, so I'm not gonna count that as like a repeat boss or anything. Okay, sorry, I was finishing my ice cream. Let's look at the new things we got. Gold Drake Talisman, it's the same as the other one, but this one's +1, yippee. Will I ever use it? No. And then we have 2 weapons to look at. We got the Great Club and the Troll's Hammer. So, Great Club, an enormous club of hard wood, wildly hammering foes. With this striking weapon requires no dexterity, only brute force. While it may seem sacrilegious, this weapon is said to be a withered branch of the Erd Tree. Imbued with holy power, this weapon will never snap. Skill, Golden Land. Thrust this armament into the ground, then gather strength to unleash a blast of sacred energy that coalesces into golden darts. Oh, okay, it's that one that those guys have, you know? This. Neato. It's a big club. Still don't understand how I can play and eat something at the same time. It's fucking ice cream, bro. I'm eating it with a spoon. Okay. Neat. And then we have Troll's Hammer. Mining tool of the Stone Digger Trolls used to crack bedrock. Trolls are descended from the giants, and these were supposedly once used as ceremonial smithing tools. In the distant past, smithing was considered divine. Skill, Troll's Roar. Look into the distance and let out an intense roar, generating a powerful shockwave that blows back surrounding foes. Follow up with a strong attack to slam the armament down. Man, back in the day, eating Doritos while playing 360 was great. I never had a 360. Well, I never had a 360 back in the day. I had one only a few years ago, but, you know... I still got the message across, right? I still felt the same thing. I would play PC games while eating Doritos or, you know, barbecue lace. It was a good time. I love that roar. That sounds so awful. This voice is terrible. Wah. Okay. Those weapons seem neat enough, but, you know, not really wanting to use those right now. Eating pizza while playing Halo Reach. That sounds like a good time. Okay. Where the hell should I go next? There's that bridge we crossed up there. Okay, and this is this place which we've been. We fully explored that area and killed the boss, so I don't think there's really anything left for us around here. We fully... Yeah, we've been over here to the left, and I'm pretty sure I was over here to the right as well. So, where do I want to go next? I guess over here? Like there's stuff down this way, down yonder. Settling it in Smash to see who gets the last slice. Yeah, no, that didn't happen around here because the outcome was determined before the match ever started, if that was the case. In my home, in my friend group, in my family, I was unbeatable in Smash. Why the fuck would you eat pizza while using a controller? Because, Soul, there are these things called napkins, right? Or wet wipes if you're, you know, a little bit more prissy about it. You know, a little bit more, a little bit more of a clean freak, where when you're done eating the thing, you can wipe your hands on the napkin and get rid of the dirt, get rid of the grease. I know it's a crazy idea. Or, you know, if you're really, really, really so concerned about getting grease on a controller, which, by the way, every time you touch a controller, the grease from your hands goes onto the controller. Just so you know, you're covered in grease all the time. If you're really worried about that, a knife and fork exist. Crazy, I know. Okay, let's go over this way. Back to the Altus Plateau. And head towards... You know, let's mark something on the map so that I don't get lost along the way. Let's go to this. Whatever the heck that is. We're all naturally icky and sticky, it's true. We're covered in goo. Why do you think we need to take showers? Because our natural goops accumulate over time. Nah, man, you just lick your fingers and you're good to go. Well, I'm not gonna admit to never having done that, but I don't do that anymore. As a little gremlin, I definitely would have done that. But as a little gremlin, I wasn't allowed to eat in the living room, so those opportunities were very few and far between. Check my DMs if I want to see something funny. Oh no. Oh. Right, I forgot I could hold this. So get the fuck out of here, dog. Get out of here. Oh. I will check my DMs in a moment. I do not expect it to actually be funny though, because anytime someone has told me, "Hey, you want to see something funny?" it's not funny. Okay, have I been to this? I have been to this, right? There's a difference to you between food grease and natural oils. Well, yeah, but that's just a you thing. I've been down here, right? Yes, I have. Okay. You don't want your controller to have pizza grease on it. Well, then wipe your hands. Or again, use a fork and a knife. Or, if you don't want to use a fork and a knife, but you also want to keep your hands clean, pick the pizza up with a napkin. There are so many different ways to avoid this problem. Thanks for the room, idiot. Or use gloves. Okay, that's a crazy person right there. Use gloves? Are you aware that gloves are way worse than your actual hands when it comes to cleanliness? When you do something with your hands, you can feel the dirty grease on them. Okay? If you do that with gloves, you won't feel the dirt or the grease. So you won't know when it needs to be washed. I got planted a flag. How the fuck is gravelstone a purple item? You need to wash your hands after eating no matter what. Yeah, but you got some problems there, bro. You got some problems. What if you go out, right? Like, what if you're like, let's say you're at like a theme park and you're like, okay, we need to eat some food real quick before we go ride that roller coaster or whatever. And you don't go to a restaurant, but instead you like go to a hot dog stand or something, you know? Who are you? Magnus the Beast Claw's world. Okay. Spending your life saving on park food? I mean, if you're at a park, then you've already spent your life saving. Now I am the invader. Come here, Mr. Magnus. I hear you're really good at chess, but chess ain't gonna do shit for you here, bud. That's neat. What if I kill you with one of your own skills? Or, okay, you won't let me. I'm gonna take a sippy. Oh, that didn't do very much. Okay. There we go. You're within range. Sir! Oh, I'm hitting the outer portion of the arena here, apparently. Fuck off, game. You're really gonna spawn these dogs back in when I'm done invading an NPC? Come here, puppy dog. Come here. Are more dogs coming? Or are they just gonna chill over there? Okay. Another weapon. Great stars. Huge bludgeon with 3 stars at the striking end. Excuse me. Though primarily a striking weapon, the star spikes cause blood loss, of course. Of course they do. A blood-stained star is an ill omen, a fact not lost upon those against whom this weapon is brought to bear. Landing attacks slightly restores HP. Skill Endure. Assume an anchored stance to brace for incoming attacks, briefly boosting poise. It doesn't bother you when you're out somewhere, just when you're about to touch your own possessions, you have a problem. I mean, to each their own, right? But like, why is it that the things in your home are like so important to you that you can't get a little bit of grease on them? You know you're getting grease on them every time you touch them, regardless of if you've just had food, right? Okay, yeah, this thing does heal ever so slightly. Interesting. Do I really have to kill more of these dudes to get the treasure? I guess so. Come here, guy. I've killed too many trolls in my life. Oh, you're gonna be chill? Haha, chill? Get it? No. Gonna be chill enough for me to take the treasure. Looks like he is. Treasure! Great. What? Are you? Is this a fucking joke? Alright, I'm gonna kill this guy, and then we're gonna have a little conversation about what just happened. Or he's gonna kill me. Fucking hell. You, sir, are not fun to fight. Okay. Okay, so we're gonna do this real quick. Okay? Why the hell did they give me two of these back to back? What kind of bullshit is that? They just give me two of the same weapon, one from an NPC that I get to invade, and another from that, like literally feet away from each other. If you read up a little bit, originally you just got that weapon there, but they added the invasion for a different reason. I don't give a shit what the original version of the game was. This is stupid as hell. Like, okay, if you're gonna add this, put it somewhere else where I'm not likely to be like, oh, cool, a special treasure as well. And then it's just the same fucking item. Okay, you bozos wanna get it? Here, have some lava. Or dodge it entirely. For all the Great Stars fans out there, well, I just became a Great Stars hater. Okay? If they were trying to make me a fan, they have done the opposite. Fuck this weapon twice, okay? Fuck that weapon. Sideways, up and down, left and right. Oh, okay. Since Hal and a couple of other people are here right now, did you want me to open my world to invasions so that someone could try to invade me? Because currently, I'm okay just like chilling, you know? Going through the world and continuing to complain about the The little things? Oh, you're playing PoE. Okay. Of course you are. Because you have a problem. PvP in this game is an extreme mistake. I agree. But it's a mistake I'm willing to make if someone wants to invade me. PoE is an amazing game, I'll have to take your word for it because I put 43 minutes into it and it felt like ass. And not the good kind of ass. When did I try it? I don't know, like 6 years ago or something? 2019 or something like that? I have no clue. I tried it on 2 separate occasions, and both times it was just like, yeah, no. Not for me, not having a good time. Okay, we're getting our dex to 20, right? And then... I don't remember what I said I was going to pop after that. PoE is fine if you're playing with a friend exclusively, but no, then it would be, friend slop, as I'm told. If a game is only good with friends, then it's friend slop. You're not allowed to have fun with friends and play games with other people. That's just disgusting. Multiplayer is usually when it's at its worst, though. And you will say it's pretty rough as a brand new player. Oh, is this an NPC? Hold on, weirdo. Okay, well, I'm gonna pick up this item before I talk to you, because... I was gonna punch him, but I can't. Okay. Just some guy with a sun mask on, just pointing at a tree. Just gonna leave him be, you know? Oh, right. He has a bump. Of course he does. You've enjoyed it as both multiplayer and single player experience? I'm pretty, when it comes to games like PoE, right? Dungeon crawler action RPGs, isometric, right? I'm pretty particular about my taste. The only one I've seriously put a ton of time into is Torchlight 2. I put a little bit of time into Last Epoch. I enjoyed that. Okay, yeah, see you later, Soul. Have a good night. I put a little bit of time into Last Epoch. I put a little bit of time into Diablo 3. I wasn't a huge fan of that one. There's a few others that I just, off the top of my head, can't remember. That one Korean MMO one I tried to play, but my performance was so bad that the stuttering was like non-stop. I have surprisingly never put any time into Diablo 2. It's something I wanted to put time into at some point, when I was younger, but just never had the chance to. I know most people herald that as like the best one of all time, but to me, the best one is Torchlight 2. It's just fun. It's got a lot of mod support. I just had a good time with Torchlight 2. Ooh, frame rate kind of chunking right here for some reason. For some reason, my frame rate is chunking. I was enjoying Last Epoch when I played it, but I just didn't have a whole lot of time to put into it at the time. A big issue I have with those games is that sometimes a build will start out pretty fun towards the beginning and then become boring, and sometimes it's the opposite. Right? Sometimes it's like, oh well, it'll get fun later. Once you have, you know, these 6 different skills and they're all upgraded. Yeah, and then sometimes it's the opposite, where it's like, okay, this is a hunter class. They use bows and throwing knives, and it's super fun at the start until you get to a point where like all you're doing is holding down the button and everything else happens automatically. Is there really nothing else here? I mean, I guess there was this guy and this. Shit, a rat. Oh shit, a rat. Let's, giant rat ashes. Spirits that do not require FP to summon. The rat spirit appears at a distance from the summoner, swarming upon their victim to start the fight. Even as spirits, these vermin seem to multiply endlessly. Enhancing these ashes can increase their numbers. Oh shit. Doesn't require FP to summon? And you start with 3 little dudes, but you can get more? Hell yeah. I know what I know what I'm doing. Who do I currently have equipped? Oh, Trisha, I'm so sorry. Your competition is pretty fierce, Trisha. You're gonna have to deal with giant rats. Look at them go. Look at them go. Oh, and then I got some armor. Okay, let's read the description of this real quick. I'm a Glintstone Crown. One of the Glintstone Crowns bestowed upon Raya Lucaria scholars whose pursuits were deemed worthy. Increases intelligence and strength to the detriment of FP. Scholars of the Haima Conspectus sought the power to quell conflict, and to this end studied the sorceries of Cannon Fire and the Gavel. Battle Mage robes. Robe worn by scholars of Raya Lucaria, tattered from being worn on the battlefield. Whenever war broke out, the Academy sealed its gates. Only Haima's scholars dared venture outside. Seclusion is no way to foster discovery. It is only a convenient form of escape. Pretty silly looking gear, if I'm being quite honest. Okay, so the rats are my new homie now. They will be summoned often. Even at a detriment to my own progress. And I'm going to pour every resource I possibly can into leveling them up. Okay, what's the next landmark I want to work towards? Let's go here. Actually, but first, since, yeah, this is where this site of grace is, let's go ahead and actually go level those rats up. Super, super excited for rats. Love me some rats. Oh, okay. I'm looking at the DM that Zeal sent me. We should look at this on stream because, you know, funny. It is actually a little bit entertaining. Just a little bit. This is the message Zeal tried to send in chat that immediately got blocked. Nah, man, you just lick your fingers and you're good to play. Don't really know what about this Twitch thinks needs to be blocked, but I agree. Every single one of Zeal's messages should be blocked like that. Every single one. Zeal should have to ask himself anytime he says anything, do I really want to say this?
Greetings. Are you here for spirit?
Yeah, lady, I'm here for spirit tuning. Very offensive, much disrespect. Yes, I very much mean to disrespect you. That's why I said it. You know what? Fine, you'll just leave. Have a good day. Okay, let's see. Any new things in here? We can buy Somber Smithing Stone 4 now. But that's about it. Oh, was there anything I wanted to upgrade? I don't think there is. But I guess we could check that too. Check on our smithing bro.
Well, I took you for no matter. Lay out your own.
Oh, our Heavy Crescent Moon Axe can go up. I could go up again if I just get some runes. Which I will do in just a moment here. Our shield can go up. Do we really want it to go up? Sure, why not? Got the stuff for it.
Back all no matter.
Oh, we can upgrade our Heavy Crescent Moon Axe even one more time. So let's go ahead and do that.
Back already, no matter.
Okay, and now we need 6 more not Somber, just regular Smithing Stone 6. What's the max in this game for regular stuff? It's plus 25, right? And then I imagine Somber is plus 15? Okay. Let us venture forth with our rats in hand. Wonder what these windmills are used to grind up or to power. Okay, lady, I didn't do anything to you, but no. Swing first, ask question later, I guess. Here I was thinking that the flowers on the doors might have been like a symbol of peace or something. Nope. Peace was never an option for these ladies. Okay, back up this way. If I run into another group of hippies like that, I'm gonna sick the rats on them. Chinese restaurant was closed, now you have to actually make food. Rip, rip. I'd kill for some Chinese food right now. Oh, look at them, they're having fun. Go forth. Attack. Wait, you're attacking the wrong thing. No, 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 this way. This way. Oh, that's a pretty tanky rat. 94 damage was barely anything to it. Okay, rats, please come with me. Please come with me. You're supposed to be on my side, rats. Don't attack the dogs. You were supposed to attack the hippie ladies. It was a melee attack with a staff. Yeah, I know it was a melee attack with a staff, but some of these other dudes, 94 HP. 94 HP would have been like a whole lot. Rats, please. Fine. I'll take care of the hippies myself, you bastards. Like a real red-blooded American should. Unless they aren't aggro? I mean, if they're not aggro, then fine. I gotta go. You know what? I said I'm a red-blooded American. So I gotta kill these hippies and go back to my Ford F-350. and go 85 miles down the highway while listening to Kenny Chesney and drinking Coors Light. Oh, I got a phone call. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. My roommate was calling me because she thought the cat got out. She saw a black cat out by the mailbox. But I'm staring right at my cat right now, so it has to have been a different black cat. Okay, we got some new clothes. Navy hood. Honestly, kind of like it. Kind of like it. A noble's travel garb. Noble's gloves, and noble's trousers. Navy hood, a hooded cloak of deep navy, worn by expatriated royalty. Increases mind. Such cloaks were gifted to those who departed on missions to faraway lands, from which they would never return. But what choice did they have, having seen the guidance of grace? Noble's traveling garb. Travel attire fashioned from metallic white silk thread, worn by expatriated royalty, a gift of such rare beauty, a royal wouldn't disgrace their illustrious heritage even if found dead in a ditch in the middle of nowhere, while wearing such splendid raiment. Noble's gloves, gloves of plush leather, worn by expatriated royalty, a gift of such rare beauty, blah blah blah. And then, is it the same thing with this? Yes, it is. Honestly, the hood looks nice. Don't love the chest piece. But you know, the hood looks really nice. It's not what I'm gonna wear because these horns trump all right now, but even if I wanted to change it up to that, right? Where is it? Where is the hood? Oh, we also got this, but it's a piece of gear we've seen before. It's gonna have a description just like the rest of them. All right, that's not bad. I could see myself making some fashion with that. Ooh, Twin Knight Brown Sword. Lots of new items. Twin Knight Swords. An attractive twin blade of fine make that prizes the chivalric way. Can be wielded with a single hand, but its true strength is unlocked with dual-handed spinning attacks. Another one of these bad boys. In some other universe, I might use one of those, but it definitely wouldn't be that one. It would be the red one. Because I grew up watching Star Wars Episode 1. Those rats are still out there doing something. Not what I want them to be doing, but they're doing something. Okay. That's the windmill we've already been to, over here on the right, where the rats were. There's that guy over there, who I don't want to fight again. So I must find another area to move towards, to explore. Okay, why does it say I'm still in combat? I can't look at the map. Game? I must have counsel with my rats? Game, please? Okay, well. There we go. Bit of that one, bit of that one. Let's go up here then. Man, you really didn't want to cook today? That's why, for days like that, I have frozen pizza doughs in the fridge so that I can just toss, or in the freezer, that I can just toss into my convection oven and put some cheese and sauce on top of. That's what I did yesterday. I was like, I don't want to cook. I just want to have food. So I will just slap something together real fast. And since I made the dough and the sauce myself beforehand, it's pretty good quality. It's also really, really easy to make the dough beforehand. Like, it's not a particularly complex recipe. I have it memorized after just doing it a few times. And I can just always have those ready if I need to. Okay, well, things seem to be sinister around here, as they always are. This guy said he heard festive activities and he doesn't want to be skinned. Which, are these ladies skinning people? Hello, ladies. How do you feel about rats? How do the rats feel about you? Ah, you seem to pass the sniff test. Are they all going to turn at me at once? I'm going to grab an item and they're just going to be like, fuck you. Crazy ladies are known friends of rats. Then they can't be that crazy, can they? You're a friend of my rats. Maybe you're a friend of me too. Item down there. Don't think this fall will do too much damage. Yeah, okay. Celebrant Skull? That's a weapon, or what is that? It looked like a weapon. It is. Celebrant skull, large bludgeon decorated with flowers and many colored fabrics. Ceremonial tool used by dancers during the festivities of Dominula Windmill Village. The striking end is a skull too large in size to be human. Grants trace amounts of ruins on landing attacks. I'm just swinging some thing's head around. Okay. I need to test it to see how many runes actually get granted to you upon attacking. Which means, I'm sorry, ladies, but I'm not that sorry. You're gonna die today. Okay, you get about 20. Dude, they're so crazy they didn't care that I attacked their friends. And does it reset or is it once per enemy? No, it resets. How dare you? Now it's just me and Timmy here. Killed all his friends. It's okay, Timmy. I'll bring them back, Timmy. It's okay. But we also got festive garb. Ceremonial garb worn by dancers at the festivities in Dominula, the village of windmills, faintly bloodstained. Not a fan of that. And faintly bloodstained, there's very clearly blood all over it. How many rune arcs do I have now? 23, let's go ahead and pop one. Because why not? Oh, I still have that weapon equipped. Sorry, was that your dog? Well, you can join him if you so desire. Holy proof dried liver, cured animal liver dried out after pickling in a golden medicinal solution. Temporarily boosts holy damage negation. Okay. Trying to remember what those items did. Damage negation. So it's an item for cowards who want to take less damage, not deal more damage. Everybody knows if you're a real man, you do damage, you don't take damage. I guess not that Shrimply is a man. She's a lady. pretty neat set piece. I hope there's something actually worthwhile at the top. Had to come back to ask if current Tekken also has a shit ton of range attack spam or on a ton of characters. No. Current Tekken's issue is that it has a lot of forced 50-50s and very low expression through the characters and the maneuverability. That's the current issue that is plaguing Tekken. The fact that it's just very guessing heavy at all levels of play. But no, Tekken has never had a lot of range spam in it. That's never really been an issue for Tekken. Forgot to mention it doesn't have Bike. I don't care about Bike. Or Bake, or however you say his name. Oh, Godskin Apostle. Godskin Apostle, how do you feel about rats? Shit opinion. Yeah, but it's my opinion, so... Okay, he doesn't seem to care for rats very much. No, not Lester. Why would you do that? Not Anne. How could he do this? She was just a wee little rat. No, Sydney's dead too. And Jerry, what a bastard. How could you do this to them? They were a family. Nope, stop that. Okay, so apparently I couldn't stop that. I can't believe you would do that to the poor little rat family. You son of a bitch. You'll pay for your crimes. No, 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 stop that. Stop that. Okay, well, this gives me a spot to Sippy. Shit. He attacks my dearest friends, kills all of them, and then he doesn't even have the decency to drop me a ton of runes. Although he did drop me something that was very interesting to me, so... Equipment. Let's look at whatever the hell that was. Probably another dual blade, right? God Skin Peeler. Unique twin blade, yep. Wielded by godskin apostles, characterized by its disturbing design. One end features a sickle for slicing attacks, while the other boasts a winding spike for boring into flesh. Much skill is required to wield this weapon, due to its asymmetric nature. Skill Black Flame Tornado. Spin armament overhead and then plunge into the ground to summon a raging vortex of black flames. Hold to create an initial flame tornado while spinning the armament. Need 22 decks for this, which I'm just off of. Interesting, but that's not really what I'm interested in. I'm more interested in the other thing he had. Which is... where is it? You missed the music. Yeah, you did. Really unfortunate. This. Scouring Black Flame sweeps area before caster with Black Flame. Yeah. I know what I need to level up next. I need to get to whatever the hell I need for that. It's okay, Hal, because you also missed the tragedy of the whole rat family dying. One by one. Poor little dudes. What did I say their names were? Lester, Timmy, Ann, and Jerry. Or Ann and Jerry, not Ann. I don't know if I just poisoned my brain. Out on these ladies. Like any good man, I gotta take my rage out on women. So fucked up. I have to say that. They were having a good time, and I must ruin their day. We keep it classy over here in my stream, okay? Only the best jokes around here. Jokes about beating women. Not a particularly funny topic, by the way. You know, I'm not the type to stray away from dark humor, but some people use dark humor as a way to mask things that they really truly feel, and I don't really truly feel that about women, by the way. If you beat anyone, ever, you are a piece of shit. I'm gonna make you request emotes you never thought you would need here if I keep that up. What could that what emote could you possibly be thinking of after I make a really shitty joke like that? Okay. Let's go this way. Follow the road until we get to the next map. Shooting something else. Oh. Knocked me right off my horse, huh? Okay. He's good. He's fine. Have I ever seen any of the based emotes? No, I have not. Usually when there's ruins like this. Ruins, not runes, but ruins. I hate the English language. There's something. Some sort of item or something. Lots of lightning going on around here. This is probably near where that painting is. You DM'd me them. Feel free to add them if I like. Okay, well, you know what? I will do that in just a moment here because I'd like to see them. Ooh, what's this? Mr. Assassin, you ain't shit, okay? You're not the first of her kind I've seen, and you won't be the last, I'm sure. Or if you are the last, it's because I've wiped out all of your kind. Oh! Hadn't seen that move before, and I'm dead. Okay. Let's look at these emotes together. No, that's not what I meant to bring up. I meant to bring up Discord. Okay, that's a frog in a tuxedo. You know, go ahead and add that, why not? And I have in fact seen these emotes before. So, you know, go ahead, somebody use them, so maybe they pop up on stream, and if they don't pop up on stream, then I will show them via the browser. Okay, so that was just the wine glass that showed up on stream. The other ones did not, so I guess I'll have to show them real quick. Why does one of them pop? Like, literally, grows and then pops. Grows in size and pops like a balloon. What's the best way to go about this? Let's have a little bit of Inception here, I think. Actually, no, we'll just show them here because it's easier. It's like way too dank. I've never seen that emote either, so display capture. Show the game. Show the display game, please. And this is the first one, based. You know, everyone's seen this for the most part. This is based cigar, where he's creepily smoking a cigar and staring at you, and then this is the one I was talking about, way too based, where he just explodes. Very, very strange emotes. But now I do understand why that joke would make you think of those. Okay, let's see how this assassin feels about rats. Come with me, my rats. Oh my gosh, my rat's got bubbles too. Beautiful. Hey, Bozo. You ain't gonna stand a chance. The rats are on my side this time. Or, you know, I was gonna say, or they're just gonna stand and watch for moral support. Get 'em, boys! They're too good for him. He didn't even land a hit on them. Good job, lads. I don't know why one of you's still sticking around. Okay, there we go. That was great. I loved that. Okay, we got the Black Knife, finally. They're the Black Knife assassins, and we only just now got a Black Knife after killing like 4 or 5 of them. Black Knife, dagger once belonging to one of the assassins who murdered Godwin the Golden on the Night of the Black Knives. A ritual performed on the oddly misshapen blade imbued it with the power of the stolen Rune of Death. Unique skill, Blade of Death. Unleash the power of the Rune of Death to fire off a blade-like projectile. In addition to dealing immediate damage, the blade reduces the enemy's maximum HP and continues to wear down HP for a while. Oh. Is this why I have a red square down? Did I get hit with that move at some point? And it reduced by maximum HP? Neat little dagger, but you know. I'm gonna stick with my axes for now. Oh, wrong button. Playing the wrong game in my head still. So there's gonna be like tons more of those guys down here, right? Way more opportunities for the rats to sick them. Okay, and as we all know, we can't trust elevators. Okay, but we can trust that one because that's the way that is. Okay. Oh, I guess I should actually rest. Got plenty of stone sword keys to use. Plenty to pass around. Oh, I was kind of expecting him to be like a big, unique enemy with lots of HP. Crimson Seed Talisman. Boosts HP restoration from Flask of Crimson Tears. A crimson-colored talisman patterned after an Erd Tree seed. The Erd Tree was once perfect and eternal, and thus was it believed that Erd Tree seeds could not exist. Well, they do. And I've seen them. Did I activate this? I did. What's this say? Shadow bathes in light and knows weakness. Okay. Wow, that couldn't have been more obvious. Well, let's see. Does this guy take damage? I need to actually hit him to find out. He does not. Means this guy here is just an example of one I can in fact hit. Yeah. Does the torch do anything to this dude? Probably not. No. Okay. What skill do I currently have? Oh, I have the butt slam. Okay, it's like a Zelda dungeon. I gotta shine the light on some of these enemies to hurt them. It's over here, just leads back. Okay. Just like one of them, there's elders. Except instead of a mirror shield, I have nothing. It makes me curious if having holy on my weapon would also get rid of it, but not curious enough to go back and like try and do that. Okay, a bit aggressive there, bud, but you know. You know what it is? I'll go after we're done clearing this area out. I'll swap my or if I die, I'll swap my weapon out to have the other Ash of War. Frame rate is dying here too. What the hell is going on? Got a thing just then. Lanedale Soldier Ashes. Spirits of soldiers each equipped with a spear and a great shield. The soldiers of Lanedale fight their battles defensively. During the shattering, they were the ramparts that fortified the royal capital. Your nachos are ready. You must eat. Nachos is a pretty good replacement for Chinese food. You know, if I was like, man, I don't get to eat any Chinese food. but instead I got to eat nachos, I wouldn't be too disappointed about that. Hey, guy. Come here. Oh, okay. Fine. I wanted you to stand right there, but I guess not. Get chopped, idiot. Okay, and that one's way up there. Making homemade beef nachos is now on your list of things you want to make. Nachos are good, but sometimes people have nachos with like shredded cheese, and it's just, it is nachos, right? But it's just not as good. It's just very disappointing to me when nachos don't have actual nacho cheese. Oop. When I was young, my mother used to buy like a huge, I don't know, like a gallon tub of nacho cheese for us during the summer. And I would love making myself some nachos with that, you know? Fry up some onions, get some salsa out, maybe some sour cream, some beef. Man, now I want some nachos. I haven't had nachos in a very long time. You'd make your own cheese sauce? Put some ghost pepper cheese in there? Hell yeah. Dude, ghost pepper cheese is so good. You'd think because it's ghost peppers that it'd be way too hot, but actually it's just fantastic tasting. Okay, we got another talisman, so let's go ahead and look at that real quick. Dragon Crest Shield Talisman +1. A wrought iron talisman depicting a duo of ancient dragons. Greatly boosts physical damage negation. Oh, that might be useful. Like, physical negation seems pretty good. The cheese keeps the heat down and it's perfect. Granted, you wouldn't mind if it was hotter. I wouldn't mind if it was hotter either, but like... Okay, so... Sometimes heat, a little bit too much heat can like ruin the flavor of something, and I could see that being an issue with cheese specifically. Cheese tastes good, but it's a very pungent flavor a lot of time, cheese is. And I could see something like spice being too much and ruining that. Okay, that is not worth it. How do I get up there? I thought maybe for a moment that I would ride up one of the blades, see it up there, but it does not look like it. Hey bro, how come you're allowed to ride your horse in here? Don't you think that's a little unfair? I feel like I've had that conversation with that guy before. He's a cheater, is what he is. I hope I can make myself something spicy for dinner. My go-to spicy thing is just like a hot soup, but it's really, really hot out, right? So I'm not sure I want to make a hot soup. But summertime is the perfect time for like a salsa fresca. It's just really hot, you know, got a bunch of habaneros in it or something. Oh, hello. Okay, dude. I get it. Oh, fuck off. Okay, I'm gonna die. What an annoying enemy. What an annoying enemy. You've been craving spicy tacos, but all you hear is complaints if you make them. Well, fuck those people. Oh, I said I was gonna test the thing. Let's test the thing. I say to hell with whoever complains about the food that you make. Okay. I'm gonna kill this guy and then see if the other guy can be hit with this. That didn't look like it would hit him. But let's try again. No. They do in fact actually have to be. Guess you're gonna figure out something for food and then you'll probably start Expedition 33. Okay. Let me know when you start. Okay, we got another drop. Forked hatchet. A peculiar hatchet wielded by imps. The gently undulating forked blade is known as an imp's tongue and causes blood loss. Of course it does. Why does everything in this game cause blood loss? Okay, it's just a little thing that they use. I'm sure someone out there has like the stats on like what percentage of weapons in this game actually cause blood loss, and I would be curious to see it. Because it has to be a very high percentage. So many things in here cause blood loss, it's crazy. You know, I'm just gonna ignore y'all. Have fun swinging at me from behind. Who would have thought hitting someone with a weapon makes them bleed? Yeah, who would have thought? Except, if that logic was applied evenly, everything would have bleed. Okay, I almost died just then. I was attacked by my allergies. Alright. Goodbye to you, Mr. Dickhead. Oh, drank the wrong thing. Yeah, I get that, like, the logic is, oh, well, things make you bleed because they cut you. But, like, okay. What about this? This cuts you. What about this? This cuts you. What about, you know, this thing right here? It cuts you. This, you're gonna get cut. This right here, it does in fact cut you. Multiple times even. They just, it feels like they just were like, how do we make this weapon interesting? Just apply bleed. Maybe sharpen your axe. I've sharpened my axe many times. Oh hell yeah. There's a new Pride of the Pate, guys. New Pride of the Pate. I gotta drop everything. Find a somewhat quiet place and listen to it.
Let's get to it.
Hell yeah, let's get to it.
Let's get to it.
Beautiful, wonderful, amazing.
Wonderful.
Okay, we're gonna summon our rats here. We're gonna buff the lads. And then, gotta step into the light. I don't know where the light is though, so. Hey guy. Yep. I didn't think that would work, but. Is there a switch around here, maybe? Possibly. Surprised my rats are still alive. What the? You're coming back? No, don't do that. Okay, I'm not quite sure. I see what the game is trying to get me to do here. There's no way it just wants me to lure him all the way back over there, right? Yeah, now he's gonna... Doesn't look like there's a breakable wall or anything around here. I already smacked this once. I'm surprised the rat family is still alive. You guys are doing a good job. Okay, well, let's see if he follows me down here. He did follow me down here. Which is making me start to regret the fact that I did not clear out this room up here. But it will be fine. Oh, that one is still covered in the the black cube. Bro, backing up. Quit being a little bitch. How dare you do that? Somewhere a heavy door has opened. Wherever could that be? Wait. Okay, this was just for that, that's right. Was there anything in that room? No, it was just him, right? And that's the door right there. There's a stake. Ancient hero of Zamor. Okay, sir, you took a lot of show. He thinks you're gonna be a pushover. Oh, and you've got ice, so you know what? Maybe fire will do a lot of damage to you. Maybe. Okay, that was a fair amount of damage. It wasn't... Wrong sippy. You want to do one of your ice moves? Do one of your ice moves. I want to kill you with the fire breath. Come on. I know you want to. Do a fancy ice move or spin in circles or something. There we go. Cooperating. Okay, that guy gave me a so-so amount of runes. And we got a new ash from him. Ashen Dragon Knight Kristoff. Legendary Ashen remains. Spirit of Kristoff, an honorable knight of Leyndell, was also a devout worshipper of the ancient dragons. His skills strike down foes with thunderbolts, the dragon's weapon of choice. After the first defense of Leyndell, Kristoff earned the hero's honor of Erdtree Burial for the feat of capturing Godfroy the Grafted. These sort of like weird projected banners in the distance are really neat. Oh yes, my favorite pastime, robbing graves. No one brings me happiness the way robbing graves brings me happiness. Can't live without it. Oh, is this a church? Is this a church I see? They don't need it now? Exactly. That's why it feels so good. It's a victimless crime. Stormcaller Church. Sacred Tier, okay. And Lightning Great Bolt. What? Bro, you hit me like 6 times each, and it did nothing to me. Whoa, weaklings. Dragon Bolt Blessing. And there's nothing on this other side. Okay. Dragon Bolt Blessing, superior incantation of the capital's ancient dragon cult. Summons lightning to bolster the caster's body. Attacks become easier to deflect, and resistance to all ailments is increased. However, lightning damage negation will be reduced. Okay, bro. Trying to read a nice description, do you mind? Fuck you and the horse you were getting on, okay? Now let me finish reading that. Lightning damage negation will be reduced. Only those loved by dragons can survive the ordeal of cladding their bodies in lightning. Why is this goat aggro, bro? The horse was just doing its job while its job was to attack me. So fuck it. Listen, if you think horses can't be assholes too, then you've never met enough horses. I've met some horses in my life, and they can be dirtbags. Jerks. Most of them are pretty chill. Horses are very emotionally intelligent species, and they're very sensitive to mood and to, you know, the demeanor of the person that they're interacting with. But, much like cats, you know, the emotional intelligence that they have means that they are also capable of being a jerk. This is normal goat behavior, except for the part where they're sparking, apparently. Okay. Wrong button again. There we go. We got there eventually. Ash of War Lightning Ram. This Ash of War grants the armor the lightning affinity, blah blah blah. Lightning Ram skill inspired by tumbling rams. Let out a bleat, then tumble forwards clad in lightning. Tumbles can be repeated in rapid succession, usable on all melee armaments. So guess what we're gonna do? The second that we get to another site of grace, we're putting that on and we are trying it out. Oh, that place looks important. Okay, so here's a serious question for anybody in the chat that has played a lot of this game. Given how much of the map I have discovered... Oh, what the hell? Always interrupting. This one's not on a horse, so I don't have to feel guilty about... about maybe killing a horse that didn't deserve it. Although, I'll stand by that maybe that horse did deserve it. Always interrupting these two are. Give me some peace. Okay. given how much of the map I have discovered and how much I've scoured each area, I'm not saying I've not missed anything or not purposely gone past things like this here or this here, right? About how much of this have I actually, like, how far into this game am I? Right? I mean, how many hours is this? Gotta look at the save file. 66 hours. Little less than half? Holy shit, I'm gonna be playing this game to the end of the fucking year. I'm gonna be playing this, plus the DLC, well into, like, December. The routing of ancient dragons, Godwyn the Golden fought to the last, earning the friendship of Dread Fortisax. Oh yeah, DLC, yeah, DLC. My dearest friend Fing was like, well, of course. Probably 1/4. There's no way the DLC... look, Noble got through the DLC in like a week on New Game Plus 7, okay? There's no way the DLC will be that big. I watched most of it, okay? It was big, but it was definitely not, like, that large. Oh, another stone silver key. You're not gonna complain about that. You're here for the Fortnite stream? Well, unless you drop, what's an absurd number, $10,000 into my PayPal right now, I am not playing Fortnite. I had to go very, very high with that number because some people are very, very much up for ruining my day. $10,000 right now. 10,000 USD transferred to my PayPal account. And I will play Fortnite right this moment. Can I get off the horse, please? Thank you. Okay, I couldn't get off the horse for some reason. You should try that next time you need to call Crow's bluff. Exactly, exactly. Okay, I needed 28 faith, I think, total for what I needed. So we got some levels to go. My flask at right now. Oh, I had to look in the menu because I put them on that thing. My flask are at +8 now. Hell yeah. Ow, don't listen to these people. If I ever see you playing Fortnite for any reason, I'm going to ask you to play a fighting game right that second, regardless of what it is that I'm doing, right? If you say no, I will uninstall every fighting game that we have in common and never play with you again, okay? Don't let these people try to sucker you into playing Fortnite. It's true, you're playing as Chun-Li right now. No, you're playing as some white lady who's cosplaying Chun-Li. Because that shit looks so bad. Those costumes look so bad, man. That Ryu costume in Fortnite looks so terrible, dude. Someone said something like, it looks like my neighbor John cosplaying as Ryu, and I was like, holy shit, they're totally right. Fortnite is not a game you would ever boot up. Good. Good. I'm glad to hear that. Can't have even more people in my chat telling me to boot up Fortnite. Can't have even more people being like, but look, Hatsune Miku's in it, and she can hit the gritty. She can dab on Sasuke Uchiha, guys. Isn't this a good game? Isn't this what makes video games good? For real though, the PvE campaign is pretty fun. Has funny writing. Listen, I'm glad that you're having fun, but there is nothing on this planet that can get me to play Fortnite. Nothing on this planet that can get me to play Fortnite. Except, again, $10,000 USD transferred to my PayPal account right this moment. If only you were an oil baron. If you were an oil baron and you were spending your time in my chat trying to get me to play Fortnite, you might have better things to do and bigger problems, bigger fish to fry, you know? I have to imagine that oil barons have, like, businesses to run and people to exploit. They're not just going around donating $10,000 to some random 5 streamer Andy. 5 viewer Andy. Words are hard. You know, that's what I need. I need a words are hard emote. An emote that's just like, yep. Pop is 5 streamers in a trench coat. Bob, please. Oil barons hire people to exploit people for them. Exactly. Okay, that's fair. That's fair. I guess that's true. Oil barons could, in fact, actually be wasting their time in 5 viewer streams on Twitch.tv because they'll just hire other people to make the world worse for them. So rich, you don't have to do the exploiting yourself. It's true. Okay, tell me how you really feel, guy. Oh, I forgot to switch. That's what I need to do. Okay, I'll grab this treasure. I got distracted by the Fortnite talk, you know. I forgot to switch to the lightning rolly. Cube won't play the campaign with you either? What the hell? I thought Cube was your friend. Why is this chest different than the rest? Great bow and great arrows. Oh, wait. Is that a thing I already have? That has to be, right? I have to have already grabbed that one, right? Well, I guess I'm gonna go find out. You have to pay for it. Oh. How terrible it would be to have to pay for a video game. Your Night Rain brain wants to jump off of this tower. That is... So, I've watched a little bit of Night Rain, right? Peeve and Maelstrom mostly. That is one thing that I saw that they did. No fall damage, and I was like, hell yes. Best change they could have possibly made. What the hell? Listen, me and my guy, whatever this horse's name is, are just trying to have a good time. Would you just leave us be? Okay. No fall damage is always greater no matter the game. Yeah, I'm inclined to agree with that. Okay. Ashes of War. Where be? Is this it? Lightning Ram. Yeah, let's go. Oh, dude, you even do a little goat thing. Wait, how do I keep going? Oh, there we go. Okay, this is what the stream is from now on. Every fight from this moment forward is going to be me summoning my rats. Every fight forward is going to be me summoning my rat bros and just spinning at them. Okay, I need to make more of these. Okay, fine, Hal. I'll put the Coggers emote up. Gosh, you're so needy. Every stream, it's like, please, Mr. Streamer Man, I need this specific emote. There you go, Coggers. Okay, where were we headed? Just went up this, so we need to go up this path and around up through here to get to the map. And you use basically all of them. It's true, you do. How I should show you the stats for the messages in this channel. You know, you wouldn't be surprised, but your numbers are very, very high compared to anybody else. People are basically fighting for second place anytime I look at those numbers. Last week it was last week it was Kaneki, the week before it was Fing, and the week before that I think it was Soul, because every time Soul's in here, Soul yaps and yaps. So while Soul's not in here very often, they are a yapper. Okay, I'm getting hungry, so Cryo needs to go live. Somebody yell at Cryo, tell him he needs to start his stream. Don't do it, Cryo, what the hell? Cryo is on Do Not Disturb. I've been forced to babysit before you can get food. Fuck. Fuck. This guy here alive. Yeah, he's alive. Okay, well. I'll come back and mess with y'all later. Ryo, don't you know that I need to eat? And I've got a package to open. I've got some weeb merch to open. How could you do this to me? Doesn't the owner of that baby that you have to sit on, don't they know that they're damning me to Elden Ring? A terrible, terrible fate of having to play a game that I enjoy on stream with my friends watching. What did I order? I ordered I order what I always order. Which is to say, anime figures. It's okay, you'll stream for me? Yeah, but you don't stream on Twitch, so I can't host you. That's the whole point of Cryo going live, so I can raid him, and everyone can just go there while I eat. And, I don't know what else I need to do after stream. There's some VODs I need to upload, that much. What the fuck? Hello, sir. I don't want to fight you, I'll come back. I'm just here to get a map. Okay, 4 golden seeds in a matter of seconds. I'm not going to complain about that. Although I probably need 5 now, don't I? Oh, no. Hell yes. Okay, let's see. We got 9 and 4. That sounds great. You just skip dinner? No, don't skip dinner. I can keep playing for like another 4 hours. It's just... I'm just memeing. I had a snack in between games, you know? So I'm actually... I'm good. Take your time. It's not the end of the world if I have to keep playing for a little bit. I'm the one who wants to rage you. Okay. We're gonna go back out this way because I feel like there's plenty of stuff out here that I missed, including this, right? And then we'll go through all of this. Oh, you can see the archery on the map. Neat. That is very, very pretty. Oh, fucking hell. Oh, there's 2 of them? I don't want to fight 2 of them. Can I just lure one of you? Hey, you. Hey, you, come here. Yeah, just you. Not the other ones. Okay, sir. I've fought you like 6 times now on like a multitude of different characters. You should be a pushover. Or I'll die first try. Should be a pushover does not necessarily mean is a pushover. It has actually been months since I have fought them. I fought them a few times on a few different characters, but that was quite a while ago now. Oh, Jet, are you hungry? Should you eat dinner? Okay. Let me give this a few attempts and I'll get you some dinner. Yeah, I'll give this a few attempts. Pilot's message was deleted. Uh-oh. Pilot, what'd you try to do? If it was a link, then I'm sorry that you're not currently on the list of. I can fix that after this. I have it set so that regulars will get to post links, and sometimes I just need to update the list on regulars. Oh, or how could you post a link? This is Oh, it's another emote. What? Does that guy not give me any runes? What the hell? Another emote. Let's see what this one is. Odd Pog. Oh my lord, there's a... Oh my lord, there's an oddish poggers emote. I have to show this. This must be seen on the screen. Look at that shit. Look at it. Look at it. Amazing. Amazing. Okay, I have to feed my cat real quick. He is attacking my ankles because it's dinner time and he knows that I'm not doing anything important by his standards. Yeah, isn't that right, Jet? It's dinner time. I will be back in a moment. Okay, I'm back. You drew it in like 5 minutes total. Oh, Pilot, you made that. Amazing. Well, Pilot, if you don't mind, okay? So, I guess now is a good enough time to talk about it. I hit affiliate a while back, but I never actually activated it. I plan on doing that on my birthday next month, okay? Nobody where the channel was uploaded to. I just clicked the button, okay? I just clicked the button. So I plan on hitting the affiliate button next month on my birthday, which is the 24th. So if you would like, I could, you know, send $15 your way or whatever, you know, and I have it as like a channel emote if you want. But I don't have... I have very... Oh, he's back. I didn't think he would respawn. I can just have it for free? That is incredibly nice of you. That's way too nice of you. You did it for funsies regardless. Okay, well, so here's my follow-up question, right? I don't have ideas currently for emotes, but I do need to have ideas for emotes. If I come up with some ideas, could I commission you to make them? Because if I didn't commission you, I'd have to find somebody else, and I don't really know very many artists that do things like that. He didn't drop any runes, which means I probably have to kill both of them, which means this is gonna suck. Okay, come here. oddish laugh would be easy. Okay. Okay, that's one of them down. Is it gonna be Bop emote name or odd emote name? I don't know. So when it comes to emote names like that, you have to kind of just use what is available. Or Mr. emote name. Okay, so almost definitely Mr. is probably taken, right? Like, where the fuck did the other one go? What the fuck? Okay, so he had a, I'm so confused. He had a boss health bar the first time. Or maybe even, what did he? No, he had a boss health bar that time as well. But he didn't drop any runes. There were 2 of them, and now the second one's gone. Oh, he's down here. Did he just, you know, go somewhere else for a little bit? Oh, but this guy, he has a torch. Oh, let's swing behind him. Clearly, one I need, right, is an emote that's like Mr. Streamer Man is being stupid, right? Like Thunk or something like that, or whatever the hell that one is that Hao is always using, where it's Pepe with his head bastion. Clearly I need that, you know? Okay, well you got a torch in your hand, but functionally you were identical. Oh, and only 20k. Erdtree Great Shield. Ooh. Let's look at that. Erdtree Great Shield. The weighty Great Shield forged of gold carried by the Order of the Tree Sentinels, heavily equipped knights. Blessed by an old incantation of protection, the living rampart of the Erdtree, the Sentinels, are the standard to which all defenders of the Erdtree aspire. Unique skill, Golden Retaliation. Ready the shield to unleash its protective incantation. This is the parry move that he has, where it like shoots magic or arrows or whatever back at people. This will dispel sorceries and incantations, retaliating with golden power. I kinda like that, you know? I kind of like that, I am not gonna lie. It does make me over encumbered at the moment, so I'd have to take something off. Oh, still too much. But maybe we come back to this in the future. But also still considering that one there. Because it's just neat. The only thing I really don't like is the hair sticking off this thing. And also I really like this one as well. But for the time being, back to this one because it doesn't have any skill on it, so I can use this freely. Pop, feel free to use the odd pog for whatever, including Discord and whatnot. I really, really appreciate it. It is a fantastic emote. What is that? What's that over there? What is that over there? I'm gonna... You know what, fuck it. Actually, I don't have any reason to not go look at that. Thanks again, Pilot. You're a fantastic artist. One of the best I know. Oh, it's another one of you. Okay. don't gotta butter you up. I'm not buttering you up, I'm being honest. Every time, so I get a lot of like, especially recently, a lot of people being like, hey, how's your day? And then immediately like, do you need art? I see that you stream, do you need art? And every single time I just tell them like, nope, I've got that covered. I know someone that I would ask before I ask any of you random strangers that are definitely using AI to fake a portfolio. Every single time I'm just like, yeah, no, I'd ask my friend Plastic. No! Like, it's strange. I was getting these people in my DMs even like as far as a year ago, right? When I wasn't streaming. Pretty regularly, but now that I'm streaming, they come in a slightly different form, right? Now that I'm streaming, they aren't just grifters trying to sell me art. They're grifters trying to sell me on the idea of being a VTuber. They're like, hey, look at my VTuber portfolio. It's definitely real. These are real people. They definitely commissioned this. It is not AI, I swear. Okay. The rats. They're coming out. 3D VTuber auto should be stupidly easy. Yeah, but VTubers, they land into that, like, uncanny valley situation for me, right? Where their eyes and their lips and their movement, it's kind of human. Okay, the rats stood no chance. Holy hell. But it's, like, not human enough to be convincing. And it just looks awful. Only very, very few VTubers get a pass from me. Either because the design is so nice, or the streamer themselves is great. I love fighting this guy yet again on uneven terrain. Truly great design. Do I know any... what, off the top of my head, Hal? Any VTubers with great designs? Yeah, I know at least one. I simp for them at every chance I can. Their name is Luna, no? What's the full name? Oh. Fucking... what is the Twitch name? It's like Luna VTEN or something, but Lunatastic VT, that's what it is. Wow. Shoutouts are just that easy, huh? Luna is a home used also in Vcord, it's true. Using Pete's Discord. Although, you know, I know calling it Vcord is like an in-joke, but I feel uncomfortable not specifying that it's Peeves Discord. It is not a piss-related Discord. You just type shoutout /shoutout and then name. Yeah, that's incredibly easy. Oh, fuck off. The uneven droid's gonna kill me again. Can't spell P without P. It's true. Okay. I have fought this guy 3 times now, right? Each time is worse than the last. Very unfortunate because, again, I actually like the moveset and the design of the boss. It's just the terrain of these last 2 times has sucked ass. Okay. He did not give me very many things. I did get a hero's rune though, so that's nice. Used to gain 15,000 runes. That's nice. It's very nice. Oh, I forgot about the great bow. Let me go look at that. Great bow, enormous great bow larger than any man. Cannot be drawn with an ordinary level of strength, but the force of its shots is extraordinary. A great bow can only fire great arrows. Skill through and through. Powerful archery skill using a great bow held in an oblique stance. Ready the great bow, then twist the bowstring to fire a mighty great arrow that can penetrate through enemies. Oh, it's the same thing as this golem great bow. Oh. Gotta equip some great arrows. Equip the golden great arrow, you know? In honor of Peeve and P-Cord. We'll shoot the piss arrow. Neat. Now what about the skill? Also neat. I don't know why I took a sip there. Okay. These things are still everywhere for every single boss fight. I still have no idea what their purpose is. They exist. I don't know if it's a seamless co-op thing, but you know, it is what it is. They go up the butt. Yep. That's what the game tried telling me at the start. Hot day, gotta hydrate. Yes, please remember to hydrate. It is very hot out today. Okay, now we can get back to what we were doing. Just to say, exploring that stuff down there. The material that I can pick up? No? Okay. You had 5 waters next to you, but now you're down to 2. 5 separate cups of water or 5 bottles of water? Like, what's going on over there? How are you measuring this water? Okay. 5 bottles of water. Why do you have so many bottles of water next to you? Is your desk one of those desks where it's just like, yeah, there's 16 Coke cans on here, but you know, it's fine. I'll take care of it eventually, you know? Yeah, only 16. Please tell me that's a joke. Pal, tell me you're not one of those dudes that's like, yeah, I drink 16 12 packs of Sprite every day. You don't drink anything but water. Hell yeah. That's pretty based. I mostly only drink water as well, because water is good. Although we had a conversation earlier where, like, if you're competing or, you know, sweating a lot at something like a Powerade or a Gatorade can be good for you as well. If you're losing a lot of nutrients through your sweat. Ah, look at this idiot, he fell. Oh, fuck you, dude. I wish I was playing Neo 2. And Neo 2 that would have been a plunging attack and they would have hit. But you also don't pick up any bottles unless you have a good reason to. Fair, I guess. Fairly recently, my roommates bought like a ton of sparkling water, so I did have like, at any given time, 3 to 5 cans of sparkling water on my desk. But I had to stop drinking that stuff. One, because it's awful. Like LaCroix, whatever the hell it's called. It's just scented water that tastes worse than normal water and smells faintly of lemon or orange or whatever flavor it's meant to be. And it upsets my stomach if I drink too much carbonation. Because I am cursed with a stomach that can't handle anything. Sword key, yippee. It's time. Okay, that did way more damage than I expected it to. I expected this to be like a joke that does nothing. Nothing down there? That's somewhere I've already been? No, it's not. Oh, look, it's... Oh, 2 big guys. Okay. For me, my rats... Oh. What? Oh, right, they died and I never sat down. Well, that's disappointing. I guess I'll have to kill these guys on my own. His face is in fact hidden in the stems, so I'm gonna have to keep wailing on his toes. Pretty sure that move one-shot me last time, so I'm gonna do my best to avoid it. Oh, and now that your friend is dead, you're gonna square up, huh? Oh, fuck you, bro. Your ankles seem weaker than your friends do. Grand Lift of Dectus. Hoist medallion. What if I don't want to hoist the medallion? This must be the elevator I was talking about before. Stuck in a Taco Bell drive-thru, send help. I'll send help if you send me a steak quesarito in return. Okay, I assume this is the thing that some of these NPCs before mentioned. Yeah, the two halves of the thing. One I got from the wolf lady, who then proceeded to kill herself and become a very kind of useless ash of war. Or no, spirit ash, that's the word. And the other one I got from some albino dude. My controller has not stopped rumbling this entire time. I'm gonna put my big axe away so we can get a better look at things. Okay, Bellum Highway. Where the hell are we? Okay, so this is where we should have gone before to get up, not the other way around. This goes down, not up, or this goes up, not down. That what I'm seeing? Yeah, because this is path back towards Raya Lucaria. Okay. So I went backwards. That's kind of... I kind of knew that I was going backwards. But it's worthwhile to explore this area. Ooh, this guy's silver, not gold. Hello, Noble. Cocoon Night Helm. I hope your day has been good, Noble. Oh, it's just a red one. Who cares about the red ones? I don't need health. I'm plenty alright as I am. You do believe I know the answer to that? Yeah. But I said I hope. I didn't say I expect your day has been good. I said I hope. And I have that same hope every single day. Is there a way you as a mod can look at the yapping stats? Or is that only for me? So it's only... So the only way I can see it, right? Twitch doesn't naturally show that to me as far as I'm aware. The only way I can see it is through Nightbot, right? And in order for you to see it as well, you'd have to have access to my Nightbot, but I'm not sure if I can share that without just being like, oh, here's my Nightbot account, and I'm not really going to do that. The first Liurnian War. Radagon's glory burns red as his hair. Okay. Well, those guys are shooting at me, so I'm going to go beat the shit out of them. Would I mind sending you the stats after stream? Yeah, I can do that. I won't expose your balls live on stream, but I can show you in DMs. Quit shooting me, you bastards. What did I do to you? I was content. I was content. I just let you be, but then you started shooting at me. Oh, how? Yeah, sorry. That's a that's a joke from the Super Best Friends play. Sometimes I forget that not everyone watched them all throughout their high school life like I did. Right? That's a joke they would go with all the time. It's just like, oh, you got your balls, they're exposed live on stream. Right? Anytime someone had something that was like a funny little secret that got revealed. They still do that joke to this day at Castle Super Beast, right? They were talking about a couple of weeks ago about how they used to play Street Fighter 3 Third Strike and used to complain about how useless the medium button was. Right? Like medium punch, medium kick, and that they were just like immediately they're like, holy shit, exposed live on stream, our balls. It sucks Matt and Pat stopped getting along, yeah, because they were genuinely the funniest people on the internet for a while. But nothing lasts forever. They're all doing their own individual things now, and they're all succeeding at it, so good for them. Now you watch none of them. The only one I regularly watch is Wooly, because Wooly Versus is very funny. When he's playing fighting games with his friend Reggie, it's just so funny because Wooly has the perspective of someone who has been playing lots of different games for a career for a very long time now, and Reggie is basically just a fighting game player. So he doesn't know anything. Okay, yeah. We're back here, which means I can go back up. "18 Faith," which means one of those things that I had is now usable. I don't remember what it is. I think it was a weapon, but I don't think it was a weapon I actually wanted to use. But worth checking. Oh, we also got that Great Mace, whatever the hell that is. I need to look at. Great Mace. Huge bludgeon with sharp protrusions, an enlarged version of its smaller cousin. Maintains all the advantages of the smaller bludgeons, boasting few deficiencies, while being very capable at breaking enemy guards and stances. A shrewd choice for simple slugging matches. You need to go back and watch the Walking Dead playthrough. Oh, the one Best Friends did? Yeah, that shit is peak. That is one of my all-time favorite, like, just pieces of entertainment ever. Okay, this feels very nice. I mentioned it way back that I do like the small mace. It's a little bit too small visually for me, you know. Wherever the hell it is, yeah, stuff like the Morning Star and those things, I like them. They're a little on the small side for me. But that big one there, that one's nice. And it looks nice too. The sound is really, really nice. And it's got this poise thing, which is good. which is good. Or which seems good. Okay. We can go back up this way now. Kind of done like a full circle here. Oh wait, no, this is at the bottom of the lift, so I guess we're gonna have another lift ride all the way up instead of down this time. Get to see what the lift actually was meant to show us. The sound for this is very quiet. I kind of wish there was some music playing or something, you know, make it seem a little more grandiose. Those two are the reason you hate Kenny so much. He's such a dirtbag. Kenny is the fucking worst. Kenny from the Walking Dead games, absolute dirtbag. I don't know how anyone can like that guy. You back with your Taco Bell? Hell yeah. Okay. Is that all loose ends in this area that I am aware of? Right, obviously there's gonna be stuff I missed. This game is too big to not have missed it. What isn't his kid named Duck? Yeah, his kid was named Duck or something like that. Kid was a little shit. I mean, he was a kid. So, like, it is what it is when it comes to kids like that, but when you have a game like The Walking Dead with one of the best kids in any video games ever, with Clementine, and then you have Duck. As a kid hater, as we all are, Clementine is so good. Yeah, that's one of the best character arcs in, like, media ever. Clementine, everything going on with that kid is great. In my mind, there are 3 kids in games that are like the gold standard for what kids should be in games, how they should be written, how they should interact with the characters, right? Clementine she's actually number 1. She's at the top of the list. And then there's Nanako from Persona 4, right? Who is just a very, very well-written kid as well. And then most people weren't going to know who this is, but there's a kid, I won't spoil their name, a kid in the Trails of games, specifically Trails to Azure and Trails from Zero, right? Who is just like Nanako, just like Clementine, just a very, very well-written kid that is very hard to dislike. Oh. How am I supposed to get there? I kind of just walked right by it. Maybe, so this is a kind of a connecting thing between all 3 of those characters. Maybe being from a broken home just makes kids way more relatable. You know? Maybe that's the one of the elements to writing a child character that people don't hate. Although I think personally, like, the most important thing that I've noticed between the difference between a kid character I hate and a kid character I like, right, enjoy as part of the story, is that well-written child characters are just little people who are trying to figure things out in the world, right? Because that's what kids actually are in real life. They're just people who don't have any knowledge about anything, so they're asking questions and trying to figure things out. How do I get down here? Now you're just stuck here thinking about the Walking Dead Telltale games, and holy fuck, they are so good. They are really, really good. Season 1 and Season 2 particularly. Season 3 is kind of just eh. But yeah, those games are quite nice, quite good. They are a fun time to go through. And there's a reason why, after the Telltale Walking Dead Season 1 came out, we got so many different Telltale games. Everything was riding off the coattails of that first season. You should actually play those, crowd. You should stream those. Is what you should do. 3 wasn't necessarily a bad. Yeah, Season 3 of Walking Dead Telltale wasn't necessarily bad. It's just... it's just not, like, strong like the first 2. Golden Lineage Everjail. Okay. Let's see how this guy does versus the rats. Whoever happens to be in here, I feel sorry for them. Come to me, my rats. Be shielded, my rats. Go forth. God for the graphic. You sure look a lot like Ricky. Oh no, Ricky's too strong for them. It's okay. I'll heal you with a warming stone. Oh. Well, they tried their best. This is the only reused boss that actually pisses you off. See, that's funny because I was about to say this is the only reused boss so far that, like, yeah, I actually would like a second go at him. Although, to be fair, he has a different name than Ricky. You know, I should have just called him Ricky too. Oh, you cut off your arm now? No? You do not cut off your arm because you don't have the chance to, or... You just said that line Ricky says with, like, very quiet, said ballad before me. Oh, get out of here, bro. You're annoying. Swap into my fast way. Oh. All the big important bosses should not be reused like this. None of the bosses should be reused. Hot take. Almost None of, or almost none of the bosses should be reused like this. This shit is just like... Just put nothing here. Pop, if you knew the number of bosses in this game, you couldn't demand something like that. Just put nothing here instead. Just make this not an area. They were the ones decided to make this game as large as they did. Okay, they could have just not made that decision, and no one would be upset with them. Okay, I'm not out here demanding that the game continue to be as large as it is. Right, and also, you know, make it is the biggest open world game of all time, and then don't reuse bosses. I'm just saying you don't have to make it the biggest open world game of all time. It does not add anything to the game. In fact, it is so far only taken away from the game. Sure if he was gonna pound 1 time or 2 times there. Or, sorry, 2 times or 3 times there. He decided to do it 3 times. He tried so hard to roll catch me with the delay there that I completely missed my place. Wow, you're like Ricky but bad. Godfrey Icon. But his name wasn't Godfrey, it was Goldfrey. You would rather have reused stuff and more stuff to find? I wouldn't. I would rather a game be more replayable, right? Like if I wanted to fight Godric again, I would have rather the game made it so that I could more quickly get back to him in a second playthrough or third playthrough or whatever, right? Then just be like, oh, well, if you go through this area over here, you can fight him again, but worse. I don't understand so many developers and some players' obsession with things being so big and so huge. And just being like, oh, well, Breath of the Wild, guys, it's so huge. And then Tears of the Kingdom, we tripled the size of the map. Who cares if you tripled the size of the map? Did you make it more fun? In the case of Tears of the Kingdom, yes, they did. They did, in fact, actually make it way more fun. But in the case of this, I don't think it's any more fun that there's like 1 million different things I can rediscover for a 4th time or a 5th time. For you, it's less about what you were fighting and more about what you were getting. Yeah, but that's fair, and that's true, and I agree. But I'm also not getting that many different unique things. How many different move sets are shared in this game? Because from what I can tell, there's quite a lot of weapons with shared movesets or like very, very similar movesets. Like, okay, let's look at some armor here. Where is it? Let's look at, yeah, okay, let's look at these in particular. The Raya Lucaria gear, the Godric gear, the Radon soldier gear, the Mausoleum gear, like all of this shit looks identical. Like identical. They are slightly different shades of like gray and brown. The game has delivered plenty of content like that is just like, okay, this is just exactly like that other thing, slightly different. Okay, the soldier stuff is cheating. Okay, sure, let's, how different is this straight sword from this short sword? Or this weathered straight sword from, you know, this Carrion Knight sword? Or, like... Look at how many weapons there are. How many of them have I so far looked at and be like, okay, this moveset is just like that other moveset? They literally gave me 2 of the same weapon within 5 minutes of each other. How? It's not a matter of if they have unique aspects, it's how similar are these things to one another, right? If I swing the short sword around for a few times and then swing the Lord sword and straight sword around, the animations are so eerily similar that I would not be able to tell at a glance. Okay, the Great Stars with a tacked on patch. Yeah, but it's just an example of the sort of thing that it's been doing all throughout. It's obviously the worst example of it, but it is an example of what it's been doing. I don't know if I can fall down here just fine. I'm enjoying myself so far, but I definitely think the game is bigger than it needed to be. Oh, I forgot to re-equip my torch. There's 3 fucking different torches. There are 3 different torches. Why are there 3 different torches? I'm sure there's more than 3. I'm sure there's a 4th or a 5th. Amber Starlight. What is that? Ingredient used in a special drought. Amber Starlight, an ephemeral sliver that gives off a pale amber glow, what remains of a passing flash of starlight. If the stars command our fates, then amber-hued stars must command the fates of the gods. Such is the belief that inspired the use of these shards to prepare most special draught. I'm sorry, draught. It's not it's a draft. It's not a draught, because English is a stupid language. And GHT sometimes has the FT sound. It's a draft. Cannot be consumed by mere humans. Okay, and then I got Godfrey Icon, a legendary talisman depicting the Elden Lord Godfrey. Raises charge attack power of sorceries, incantations, and skills. Godfrey was a ferocious warrior. When he vowed to become a lord, he took the beast regent Sarosh upon his back to suppress the ceaseless lust for battle that raged within. Okay. That's pronounced draft? Yes, it is pronounced draft. For RP nerds like you, that stuff is extremely nice. Yeah, but for people that just want to play a fun video game, for me, when where is it? When I get Clarifying Horn Charm, I'm like, okay, neat. And then I go to another special area, it has a purple item, like, oh, cool. And it's just Clarifying Horn Charm +1. That is, like, so supremely disappointing, right? And if that happens a few times here and there, you're like, okay, sure. Great, that's fine, it's whatever. It's for build stuff or whatever, right? If it happens dozens of times, like it has, Bolt Drake Talisman 1 and +1, right? Spell Drake Talisman and +1, right? That becomes incredibly, incredibly annoying over time. But what I'm complaining about is not that, oh, there's too many weapons, or oh, there's too many talismans, or oh, there's too many, so many re-encounters with the Crucible Knights. It's that all of those things are existing here at the same time. And these problems can be avoided if they just scaled the game down a little bit. Not a lot, still make it a large open world, just don't make it actually the largest open world of all time. Because what did you actually gain from making it the largest open world of all time? That's... oh, fuck off. They comboed me. What? Okay, dude, I still can't get out of this. Right? The way I look at game design is, like, what purpose does this thing serve? And would it be served by... would that purpose be served better with something else? So, Borderlands 4 might have Elden Ring beat, by the way. And I'm sure it'll be a shittier game for it. As far as, like, big open worlds go. I have heard endless praise for the Elden Ring DLC, right? And one of those reasons, I think, why the DLC receives so much praise for people who have spent a lot of time playing the base game and the DLC is that the DLC is more compact. The DLC is denser. Whereas this is not so dense. Okay, where the fuck am I on the map? I'm right here. There's a... oh, there's another finger-reading crow. I hate this shit. Leave me alone, you finger-reading old ladies. We're not gonna go to the crow. I think if I was younger, right, if I played this game, let's say, in high school, or maybe right out of high school, I would have been one of the people that's like, oh no, but I love the fact that it's huge. But now that now that I'm an adult with things to do, the fact that this game is so large is actually a huge detriment to it. I can already tell you, 100%, I will never replay this game. Unless it is co-op with someone else, and even then we will be going, like, from point A to point B. I will be looking up the things that I want beforehand, and being like, okay, we need to go to this place to get this thing, and then we can go fight Ricky, and then move on from Ricky to fight Renala, whatever her name is. Okay. Golden Order Seal. A formless, sacred seal depicting the ceremonial observation of the Order. Enhances Golden Order fundamentalist incantations. Fundamentalism is a scholarship in all but name. Scales incantations using both intelligence and faith. Ooh, that's for nerds. Missionary's Cookbook 4. Acquire the knowledge to craft the following: Holy Grease, Drawstring Holy Grease, Heligbone Arrow Fletched, Heligbone Bolt. Okay, and then we also got this thing that I never looked at. The Ku Night Helm. Like that other Night Helm, except it has a feather on it, which looks really stupid. Also, it's silver. Helm worn by Raya Lucaria Academy Knights. Its brow is adorned with a single cuckoo's feather, which again, looks really stupid. Simply get muled and go through at whatever pace you want. I hate muling and stuff like that. I am very much not for that sort of thing. You never noticed the stupid feather? How could you not? Let's put that on and just stare at the feather for a moment. How could you not notice the feather? It's front and center. It genuinely looks like a... like it's tacked on. You know, that was not part of the design. They could have put it up near where the actual feathers come out. But instead they just slapped it on there like it's a... Oh, what a silly looking helmet. This game is silly. You saw the style of helmet and moved on. Fair enough. Those helmets look ridiculous. You're done eating and it's a perfect time, so you guess I'll start Expedition 33. Okay, well, the moment you go live... Well, maybe not the moment. Maybe I'll give you a few minutes to, like, get set up and everything, but I will be raiding you. I will be sending all of these people your way. I can send you all over to someone who has probably far fewer complaints about Elden Ring than I do. Also, you just mean to give me my gear and stuff that I want to use, not necessarily runes or anything. Yeah, but I also just dislike that. I would just like a game where, like, getting the gear that I want is either fun in itself or easy enough. Right? For example, getting almost any piece of gear in, like, Dark Souls 1 is just fine. I don't have any issue with it. I did say almost any piece of gear. There are a few things if you really want, like... If you really want to use, say, Black Knight's Great Axe, well, that could be ass. There's always a possibility of stuff like Bloodborne where you want to use something from, like, the last boss and then it's ass. Yeah. That would suck. And in cases like that, I would just use my previous save and do a new Game Plus playthrough. Gravelord Greatsword Enjoyer? I don't know if I've ever used that. Wait, is that Nito's weapon? I have used that. Nito's weapon is neat. Oh. Give you another curved greatsword with pokes, damn it. No. No curved greatswords. In fact, get rid of all curved greatswords. I'm sending an email to Miyazaki right this moment where it's like, hey, I'm gonna need you to get rid of all curved greatswords forever. Thanks so much. And to sweeten the deal, I'll be like, here's a picture I drew of the maiden from Demon Soul's feet. And he'll be like, okay, cool. Come here, you stupid. Come here. Come here. I need you to come here, sir. These things are neat. Carved greatswords are cool, I agree. Yeah, these things are neat in concept, but actually they're annoying as hell to actually deal with. Come here. Actually, I'll swap to a faster weapon. Here. Yeah. Come here, you dick. I wish my horse was like 3% faster. Coming back this way? Yes, you are. Ash of War, Prayerful Strike. Prayerful Strike. Raise armament aloft in prayer, then slam it into the ground. This inspired blow restores HP to self and nearby allies if it successfully hits. Usable on axes and hammers. Okay, we're gonna come over to this cave. We're going to save. And then we're gonna check to see if Cryo is live. Because if Cryo is live, we're sending everyone over there to watch him play Expedition 33 and have a great time. He is having a wonderful time playing that game. And I'm so happy for him. So let's check. What are my thoughts on Expedition 33? Definitely not for me. It's very, very French. I don't like the visual style of it. The music is good, but it's in a style that I personally find irritating after a while. Right? Like it just gets on my nerves after some time. And it's visually very noisy. Right? It's very flashy in its menus and everything. But yes, Cryo is in fact live. So I'm sending all of you over there. Thank you so much for tuning in today. It was a very long day, 7 hours. And a lot of that was very, very hard on me with the Mario stuff. Hopefully it was a good stream. And I'll see y'all next time.